Welcome back, fellow nostalgia aficionados. David E. on here in the private collection of Chance from Second Chance Toys. And there he is. Second Chance in Georgia. Do find them and check them out. It's probably one of the, if not the largest vintage collections in a toy store you're going to find out here. I recommend taking a look, but this is his private collection. We're just going to walk through here today and take a look at some of what he has. And this is what I wasn't too familiar with. He was just pointing that out, that this is actually officially licensed Greek Black Star. Greek Black Star, as well as other Black Star pieces. These are very, very hard to find, Black Star nowadays. And he's got Supernaturals and Dragon Riders in here. And you know, I've been trying to do the Supernaturals line myself. Those are all of the little companions. And 4 of the humans. I think there's 6, right? Off the top of my head, I'm not sure. And then one of my favorite lines, the Inhumanoids. I'm still working on mine. I still need a Liquidator. I still need the Liquidator to complete my carded set, as well as a boxed version of the Decompose. But these are nice. These are really nice.
I go to shows
and then in this next cabinet here, Superpowers collection, and I do believe they have the whole series. I think this is the whole series, and I'm going to ask him in a moment here. Those are impressive. Make sure you can see them all clearly. I try to get the glare off. All the cards, Batmobile. It's one of the benefits of owning a toy store, is that people bring really interesting collections in for you, and you get to cherry pick. You have that opportunity of being able to cherry pick. I'm trying not to bump into this other cabinet. It's right behind me here. These are really nice. Coming around this way, it's a Superman bag. But in here, we've got Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Again, I'll try to get the glare off. I know you don't want to look at me. Which I never really got into this line. I don't have anything Advanced Dungeons and Dragons, and I know they can be, some of the pieces, very difficult to find still on the card. Or in the box, as the case may be.
Yeah, because he don't want to do the yellow.
They're impressive, though. That guy right there, the wizard, you see him carded all the time, and the card looks like hell. Very nice. Again, trying to reduce the glare here. Or let me see, is this open? Go ahead and slide that open carefully. There we are, because I don't want things to fall out. That way now you can see a little bit more clearly. Any fans of these?
Well, after having all this stuff for 3.5 years, and not being able to look at it, display it, touch it, play with it, whatever. I was like, man.
And speak of the devil, there he is on the card.
honestly,
That's not a bad card either. Actually, a little yellowing, but it's not bad at all.
it was messing.
Oh,
And then I'll slide this the other way, hopefully without disrupting anything. I'll go nice and easy. And just respect his collection here.
I got a bunch of connects.
There we are. So I don't want to hurt anything. Him and LPH deep in conversation there. I can hear them in the background.
And then I sat there in front of
It's quite a bit. Quite a lot of stuff.
you and put this together.
And then this playset, I know that's notoriously difficult to complete.
Because it stands like this high once you put the whole Ferris wheel. Where you gonna put that? And even now, where we live, where you gonna put a Ferris wheel?
There we are. Another look at those.
Wherever you put it, it's gonna cover up a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah. It has to be
And we'll come around the corner. He has a Lego room back there as well that we'll take a look at when we get there. One more piece up here.
Just sitting there.
Yep. Yep.
Mask.
In the box. Because, I don't know. But Legos I never got into.
Air Raiders. I like the Air Raiders. They're another one that's hard. And you know how it is. A lot of these toy lines are very, very difficult
I
now.
like it.
Very difficult
I'm
now
having the puzzle
to find.
So I'm not doing it. It's too much.
No, when I was younger, my big thing was 3 3/4 Star Wars stuff. Like I loved the 18th scale Star Wars stuff.
And quite a bit of Mythic
I've been
Legions.
collecting for about 8 years or so. And when I was in high school, I went through my
Which
old
honestly I
Lego
don't
sets.
know a lot about. I know we show them
A set
on
Star Wars.
the weekly roundup,
That was pretty fun. That was cool.
but
And then I went to the store and I bought a Star Wars Lego set and I was like,
I don't have any. I've never handled any or done an unboxing of Mythic Legions,
anything was a Star Wars Lego.
so I don't know a whole heck of a lot about them.
Yeah, so when I collect, I try to pick like a specific line.
Oh, okay.
It looks like he has quite a bit, and these are those ones that were like redos of Masters of the Universe.
Star Wars, but I did Lego,
Mhm.
the Black Series, and finished collection. And missing that, then financially it just wouldn't be.
No.
So like my Star Wars stuff is Lego.
Okay.
Like that's all the Star Wars stuff that I need.
Any fans of the Mythic Legions out there?
My Sectaurs.
Again, I don't know a
New Sectaurs as
whole
they come out.
heck of a lot about them.
But see, you got the whole vintage, so your feelings should be satisfied.
Yeah, like I got my representation there.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Skeleton Warriors, that looks like to me.
Still haven't found any. There's not really a Marvel line that I'd like to do.
Yeah.
The issue for me is that with Legends, they don't put out complete teams all at one time.
Yeah.
Like they'll put out half of a team, and then 2 years later you get the other half.
There's supposed to be
I'm
Hordak
not
there.
doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah. My problem is we still watch cartoons. So then we'll watch a cartoon. that I've never seen
Skeletor.
before. Then I'll go on eBay and see if they have a toy line.
Stinkar.
So then I'll get that toy line.
And there's a lot more to see, but we're going to continue with the Mythic Legions
And it was
here
good.
before we get
So then I
into
got the
anything else.
Ecto Squad, saw the cartoon. Great cartoon, so I bought the toy line. We saw Sectaurs,
More that look like they're
but
supposed
it's
to be
too expensive,
masters.
So they took that away. Visionaries too expensive. SilverHawks too expensive. So I don't have.
SilverHawks.
Yeah, but I do like that big tally hawk. You know the big puppet one. Well, it's not a puppet, but it's a hand. I will get that. That's all. And
Just
if I
for the representation to have it. Yeah.
if I have that, I'm good. But like what you, this is beautiful. I can't do that. But now I'm seeing it. It's like, why did you come over here? And this is great because the cartoon was.
I'll
stupid,
come
so
around
it
the other
made me
side.
not even care about the toy. The cartoon was so awful.
That's
But now
Biollante
seeing it,
from
it's like,
Godzilla.
that looks good.
One of the original designers for Sectaurs shops in the store.
Oh wow.
He lives in Atlanta,
Mhm.
and every time he came
Moss
in, he
Man.
would go over to the Sectaurs shelf and he'd buy something. And I was like, what's your attachment to Sectaurs? I'm curious. And he was like, oh, I designed these. I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I worked for Coleco back in the mid '80s, and I was one of the designers on these. And I was like, wow, okay.
So why didn't he get one of each?
That's pretty cool. I don't know. I really don't know. Like, he just comes in and he'll pluck one here and there that he likes. It was pretty cool. I mean, just to
And the
somebody that
SilverHawks.
works in the toy line.
Now, who
And this Kenner
combo,
SilverHawks,
what's
this
that?
is one of those lines that I really like.
KO.
Oh,
It's just a knockoff.
Yeah, I've seen Warlord. So this is your
And I
knockoff
was
shelf.
commenting on this one right
Okay,
here,
all
the
of this is
flashback,
knockoff.
because I thought it was kind of interesting that on the
Yeah.
show, he's like the biggest,
Yeah, all that.
buffest
It's KO. And these
SilverHawk,
guys
but
are
the action figure is
also
really puny
Yeah.
looking.
I was trying to get it situated.
But carded,
before you guys
these
come
have
over
gotten
today.
so
It's
difficult
Now, I remember
anymore to
seeing
find.
this when Pixel Dan came in, but it seemed like it was different.
These have gotten so difficult anymore to
Mm.
find. And loose, these are really good for loose ones as well, because often the chrome is just in really bad shape.
But how they're separated.
But these look really
Battle
nice.
beasts are technically beast formers, like they're transformers in Japan.
Yeah.
So I have it separated. Autobots,
Oh, okay.
Decepticons.
Okay. Because I know you had a diagram and you explained what each one of them
Again,
was. And you were
trying to get
saying
myself
how
out of
they
the
scale
reflection
with
here so that you can
the
see
chain
clearly.
effect. Okay. I like
That looks like the ramen toys Monstar and
that actually works
Quicksilver.
well for diorama.
I just went to PetSmart one day
Mhm.
and I spent like $400 on just a bunch of random Dio stuff.
I love seeing dioramas. They used to do that at Toylanta. Had in the downstairs, they used to have the
They're
diorama.
really big.
Yeah.
And it was done with the 6 scale, like the
Mhm.
12-inch G.I. Joe stuff.
They don't do that anymore. I love that. I like watching it to see what people
And then the
do.
Visionaries
And, it,
with their, let's see if I can open this cabinet up very carefully to help to reduce the glare
Pirate ship and like a Kraken.
so that you can see in
I
here nicely.
videotaped that one.
There we
I
go.
got that on the channel somewhere.
That was amazing.
Yeah, and I talked
And
to
this
the
is a
guy
fun
who
show,
did
and I think
that.
it holds up.
And
And look
we
at that
talked for a
clearance
while.
price tag at KB, $1. You won't get that for $1
I
anymore.
spent a lot of time looking at that.
Yeah, I filmed that one. I was like, man, that
$1, folks. Both of those KB Toy Store clearance tags for $1. That's amazing. If only you knew, right?
Oh, you're not. You just.
That's the character that was. I can't remember the actor's name.
When I was younger,
It was the voice. The voice actor was the guy who played
my
Dr.
first love was
Smith.
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like that's at the top of my everything. But when I was younger, I loved G.I. Joe,
Mm-hmm.
like the 3 3/4 era stuff. Loved.
That's a nice
G.I. Joe.
set right there. The vehicle play set.
I loved Motu.
And if you put someone in that chamber right there, they're supposed to lose their magical powers on the show.
Like I have an appreciation for it.
Mm-hmm.
I have zero desire to have any of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's weird. Like I guess maybe because I had done that before,
Yeah.
that I was just kind of like, whatever. So my dad would go through phases.
And I have a couple of these, a couple of Visionaries carded, but not much more than that myself.
He would buy as much as he could.
Again, one of those lines that has gotten so expensive over the years
You know, so I was like 5 years old.
that it's
playing
hard
with
to,
Flat Defiant and stuff like
just
that.
hard to do anymore.
So, I guess for me,
Yeah.
it's just kind of like been there, done that
Yeah.
kind of thing. I was spoiled. I wasn't a brat, but I was spoiled.
Well,
Those are really cool, the lunch boxes.
And Turtles was the same way.
mm-hmm.
Like I grew up playing with all of the original Turtle stuff. Motu was the same way. You know, I grew up playing with a Scareglow and a Randor. And,
Yeah.
you know, so I guess for me, it's just kind of like, Like, do I like the properties? Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, that's why I got Eternia.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, this is my Motu representation. I don't need anything else.
Yeah.
And the scale just bothered the hell out of me.
The ones filled with the candy
So I was
are
like,
very,
what can I
very
put with
rare.
This that kind of makes sense. Battle Beast, because
Yeah.
I mean it's a gigantic cat and there's a snake and you know I was like, oh, okay.
And the
yeah, that makes
Sectaurs.
sense.
And I like the Sectaurs,
I
and
like
I'd
the
like
way
to collect the
looks like
Sectaurs,
the
but again,
scale.
it's another
Yeah.
line that's just gotten really out of hand
Because the Origins figures, you can actually
as far
fit,
as how
like,
much they cost.
in the door.
And so I've not been able
Like
to
you can fit them in there.
do
but
the
It's really
Sectaurs.
difficult.
The
They-
show
they
was
hit the side
badly
Yeah.
and stuff
done.
like
It was
that.
a really
So, but
brilliant
these guys, it's
concept,
like, oh, okay,
but it
cool,
was
they fit right
just
in
so
there.
rushed and so loud
That's good. And
that
then
it was
also
hard
working in the
to
store
appreciate.
and seeing it every day, it's like it's yours. So it's on display. You
It's
can
really
see
hard
it
to
every day.
appreciate the
That kinda
cartoon the way it was
satisfies
done.
the desire, right?
I mean,
It
even the
does.
design of the
Which is unfortunate.
ride-on creatures
To a degree.
that are
Yeah.
actually hand
How?
puppets.
So when we first opened the store, I didn't initially think that it would affect like my personal life with toys.
Mm-hmm.
But for the first year and a half ish,
Mm-hmm.
I was the only like employee at the store. So
Yeah.
I was cleaning, I was researching, I was pricing, I was putting everything out, I was whatever.
Oh.
So like I figured out outside of Star Wars Lego,
There's the
I
box
figured out the stuff that I would like.
for the
to
Fortress of
collect, like,
Fangs.
that personal liking for stuff. But because I've been doing it for
LPH is really
long
into
enough
that.
now,
Mm-hmm.
The Wheeled Warriors.
and I don't even want to touch any of this.
Yeah.
Like it's all work.
Yeah. I can see that.
It's all work.
Yeah.
That's the
I
new
can see it. That's
Eternia,
like
and he has it on
you
display.
hear people say,
He has it on
"Turn your
display, and
hobby
here's a few
into an
that
income." And then it's like, okay, this is
not
my
on
hobby.
display
I
yet,
enjoy
but
it.
these
I
are
love
nice.
it.
I'll
I
show
can
'em.
spend hours. And then you start doing it for somebody else, or you go
and the
work there.
Sectaurs Hive
And
action
all the
playset,
joy just gets
which he has
sucked
on
out.
display here. And that's a
Yeah,
really nice
I can
box
see
by
that, and
comparison,
I totally understand it.
because
And I
usually
know
I've seen this
we didn't
out
have
for sale
toys
and the
growing
box is
up.
just trashed.
So, like, this stuff, we only saw in the commercial. So I never had it. So now, I'm like, okay, I'm older. I'm watching the cartoons again.
Really nice
and I'm
condition.
remembering all this
And
stuff.
then Battle Beasts on display. A handful of Battle
I
Beasts.
love it.
I like the Battle Beasts too, but there's so many of them, and some of them are ridiculously expensive.
I can see that.
It does. It definitely does that, and it's unfortunate.
And the
Yeah.
Eternia playset out of the box.
What you gonna do when you get married?
And then more Battle Beasts.
You better like collecting.
Every girl that I've ever been out with for the past 6 years, I tell them there's 3 things that I tell them right off the bat. The first one is, if you ever ask me to get rid of my stuff, you're gone.
Right. That's like
And
the
then-
deal breaker right there.
It is a huge deal breaker for me.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not materialistic in the sense of like I appreciate
The
any
cat's
gifts
lair.
that anybody ever gives me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't ever ask anybody for anything. I don't ever tell anybody like, hey, I need this or I want this. You can give me whatever and I'm grateful for it.
Mm.
But when it comes to the stuff that I've bought with my own money,
Uh-huh.
that's where I become a materialistic person.
Transformers.
Yeah.
Like, don't ask me to get rid of
And
it.
God, all the Legos. Look at this.
Yeah.
This is my
Lego
space. This is
overflow
stuff I
going
love
way
and
back
appreciate.
here,
Just leave it
because he does
Yeah.
have a Lego
So-
room, and this is all overflow, and we're going to be going into the Lego room here in a moment.
getting married. I'm not close to having a kid.
And here's the playset from the Wheeled Warriors
You got to get all
out of the
that
box.
out first before you can settle down. So I understand that. Because I know some women don't
If I
be
can
caring for all this stuff.
Get up close so that you
I
can
don't
see what's in there.
understand it, But I collect before, not
And then
toys. But I
Crystar.
had my collections of figurines and this and
And
that.
there's something
So
you don't see
I
often.
understood the concept.
Any of
collecting.
those.
Mhm.
And
Then I
sealed
met
too.
David. He collected toys, but I understood the concept because I got like a living
Crystal
room full of
Castle.
snow
Very
globes,
nice.
precious moments. So I get it. So then
Or
I started
Crystar.
collecting.
Crystar. I always want to say Crystar. It's Crystar.
I thought it was Christ.
It's Crystar. I always get it backwards. I want to say Crystar, and
I wasn't
honestly,
gonna correct him.
Crystar sounds better, but it's Crystar.
Yeah.
But I didn't work for Marvel
Crystar, the Crystal Warrior.
Crystar, the Crystal Warrior. And there's Chance again. I know these two have been deep in conversation.
And all his personal life is going to be
know,
on
that's
the
so
internet
bad.
for all eternity.
That's so
We're
bad.
not going to blank it out either.
No, no.
I don't mind. I got nothing I'm
Talk about
hiding.
nothing, private.
Hopefully
just-
everybody's enjoying the collection.
Yeah, just listening in a little bit and hearing some of what you had to say about your collecting habits and why it is that you don't collect certain lines. I don't know if people could hear over my dialogue, but again, one of the things that I had noticed was the Star Wars, not really any Kenner or anything like that, but you have a different way of doing it.
So when I get into a specific franchise or property, or however you want to describe it, for financial purposes, I try to keep myself in line with one line of whatever property that is. So back when I was 16, I got into Star Wars Lego, and that's the Star Wars stuff that I decided to collect.
And that really saved Lego at the time, actually. They were in kind of financial distress and needed something new.
Star Wars almost single-handedly saved Lego back in '99 with the original line they came out with. People say Bionicle helped, but it was like 80-20.
Yeah.
Star Wars really did save them back in the late 90s. And when I was 16, I guess that would have been like 2013-ish or so, I got into Star Wars Lego. And since then, when I got into all the other stuff, I kind of realized that if I dial in one specific line from a property, I can financially kind of save myself. Because with Star Wars stuff, like, there's Lego, which is what I do. There's, the Kenner original stuff. I could do vintage collection. I could do, merchandising. I could do all kinds of stuff when it comes to Star Wars. But then I'll be spreading myself way too thin.
Yeah.
And that becomes really a gigantic financial burden. And debatably, outside of the Kenner stuff, I guess, Lego is probably the most expensive Star Wars stuff that you can get. So for me, it does kind of save me because it allows me to spend money on other properties and stuff that I really enjoy.
Sure.
So,
you had a couple of favorites in here, or?
As far as Lego goes, I've actually started to dial back on official Lego sets, and I build a lot of mocks from Brick Vault. They're minifig scale versions of stuff. So like Lego's never done an Octoptara Tridroid.
Oh yeah.
So I built that, and that's been on display for probably about the last 4 or 5 months, and that might be my favorite thing I have in my collection right now. Just Lego would never put out anything like that. So like,
well, you never know. They made a Lego Atari. I mean, give me a break.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But unfortunately, Lego does not like to give Star Wars fans what they really want. So, like, they have a very bad habit of redoing the same stuff over and over and over again. So
Yeah, figures. Oh, they don't want to pay for new franchise rights on something different, I guess.
Yeah.
How about in the other room? You got a favorite line back there?
Did you get this Centurions?
I'm gonna not yet, but I'm gonna come back around.
So I have a very strong liking to the Kenner Superpowers line.
Okay.
I like this section.
This was the very first thing that I collected outside of Lego Star Wars. So when I started working in the store, I was telling LPH that I was the only one cleaning, pricing, putting anything out. So I kind of got a feel for toy lines that I, liked from a personal standpoint.
Yeah.
And
this is the whole wave, right?
Yeah, this is
everything.
This is a complete collection. I really got a strong liking to these, and we had a gentleman walk into the store. His name was Brian, and we ended up buying his entire collection of everything he had. And in it happened to be these guys. And he was missing a few things. He didn't have any of the vehicles or playsets. He didn't have a cyborg. His
Nobody
Superman,
does. Yeah.
His Superman was actually the 1990 like superheroes version.
Ah.
It wasn't the superpowers from 80,
The Toy Biz
85.
one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
the Toy Biz
yeah.
one. He did not have a Shazam, I want to say, and all of the Green Arrow accessories were missing. So I had to get, all of that stuff. But outside of that, it was a complete collection. And I asked him, I was like, hey, Brian, would you mind if I kept these at my house? And because I didn't want to offend him or
Sure.
anything like that, because we bought it and we're a resale store and all that. And he was like, honestly, I think it would be really cool to see in somebody's personal collection.
Yeah, and I get that a lot too, is like when people find out that I'm not a reseller, that they like that better. They're like, oh, so you're just going to keep these. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think it makes people feel better sometimes.
Yeah, and I'm sure it does. It makes sense to me. That does make sense.
Yeah.
But this is the first line that I decided to do outside of the Star Wars Lego. It's just, the colors are so vibrant. It really pops. Everything looks fantastic together. This age of DC Comics, for me, was really, really, really good. And I just gravitated towards it. So I really have a special liking to this case right here. Outside of that, I don't know why, man, but Visionaries really, really do something for me.
And you said you were watching that recently.
I watched.
Yeah.
I watched Visionaries for the first time probably about 3.5 years ago, but I watched it again last year.
It's a fun show, actually.
Yeah, I really, really like it. One of the cool things for me is that almost every piece in my collection, I could tell you like where I got it or how I got it, who I got it from, that kind of stuff. And the Dagger Assault,
That's a tough one.
that is a very tough one.
Yeah.
And there was somebody on eBay probably about 3.5-4 years ago now that put one up. It was missing one of the gold cannons that sits on the little detachable pieces on top right here. And it was missing one of the doors.
Okay.
But it had the box, and the box looked really nice. Throw it up on eBay for I think it was $400 or best offer, and I was like, "Whoa,
Sure.
that's crazy!" Because at the time they were going for like $1,200.
Yeah.
Because this was back, when everything spiked during COVID, and I messaged them and I was like, "Hey, I just want to let you know that if you completed this, it'd be worth about $1,200. So you might want to up the price on that, on the bidding, because you might lose out." And they were like, "Well, are you interested in it? I appreciate you being honest with me. Would you like it for this amount?" And I was like, "Are you sure? Are you positive?" And they were like, "Yeah, I'd rather it go to a home than whatever," because they found it in an attic.
Oh man.
Okay.
They didn't pay anything for it.
Oh,
They found it.
Wow.
They found it in an attic, and they were like, "I'm not trying to get everything out of it that I need, or that it's worth, or whatever. So if you'd like it for this amount, you're more than welcome to have it." And I was like, "If you're positive, I would absolutely buy it for that." And they were like, "Yeah, go ahead." So I ended up getting that one for a pretty good deal.
That's not
Yes.
bad at
For
all.
being honest, I guess.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
Hey,
which was cool.
it does matter.
Yeah,
It really
it does.
does. It
Can go a
really
long way.
does.
Mm.
Yeah.
This right here would bother the heck out of me. These empty shelves.
It does.
Ooh,
I'm
Lord.
gonna
It does. I'll be
slip
honest.
in here real quick, and I'm gonna show you the Centurions, which my wife and I are watching right now. Show's crazy. It's absolutely ridiculous, but we like it. This is his Centurions collection, and then we'll move on to the Lego sets. Hopefully, I'm not getting too much glare on here, because again, I am looking through a glass case, and I can't open it. I can't open this one. I like the Centurions too, but again, I can only stretch myself so far. Look at that Kmart clearance. That last ticket looks like it says $2. That blue one looks like it says $2. Good night. Can you imagine? But yeah, I love these. These are really cool. They're ridiculously impractical if you watch the show, especially when they got the second wave, the new team, and they had the Indian guy and he's got the giant crossbow on his back and it like drags the ground. It's like, this doesn't make any sense. Some of the outfits and sets, it's like, what are you thinking? Yeah, I really like the Centurions.
You know what? I didn't pay for it.
Yeah.
But,
Power Extreme
and,
Make it work.
Centurions.
I get that.
I don't know if off the top of my head if this is the complete wave or not.
You had to have these built
The
before
complete
your
wave
daddy
or not.
built the shelves, because this fits in
And let
there.
me come around here.
You know
There's a
what I mean?
TV. This is where you
So
can hang
had
out all
these
day
built
and
before the shelves?
watch cartoons or play video games. I see there's a couple of
Okay,
game
so then
systems
you
hooked up
knew
there, but I don't
how
know a
to
lot
build
about
the
them.
shelves around the figures.
So he built them with dimensions in mind for, you know, certain
Just
sizes
look at
and
some
whatnot.
of these Legos.
Okay, he had an
He
idea.
did
of what,
have an
okay,
idea.
that
So like
makes
this
sense.
was only built like 5
You
months
said
ago or whatever.
you said that.
But this was the only shelf that would fit. Like, and I tried putting it up here too, and it
Oh
wouldn't fit.
no.
So,
So he had to leave this blank for you.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay.
yeah, and that was because originally I had intended to put a little Hoth
Any
diorama
fans
there.
of the
You know,
Legos?
have an AT-AT sitting there.
Okay.
But I'm preferential to the Republic era stuff.
I used to
So
play with
I
a
built
lot of
that,
this when
and
I was a
like,
kid.
I think I'd kind of rather have that. So,
I like that. That looks nice. It stands out pretty good.
Yeah, it's-
I mean, you know, it's like a statement.
Well, in my collection, like, I don't have a lot of.
And
I don't
Endor.
have a lot of really popular lines in there. Like in my collection,
Yeah.
when I told myself, I was like, you know what? I kind of want to. I want people to be able to walk into my place and be like, "Ooh, I don't see all this everywhere."
And that's what I like. That's why I was like, wow. Because if you watch the YouTube videos, is one video is almost the same. Is all of them. You watch 100 of them, you see the same toys. But then you see that one or two video, and they got something like some of this stuff I've never seen, or you saw the toy commercial, you saw it in a book. You never seen it on
And
somebody's
some
shelf,
sorting
either in the
bins
stores or at the shows.
Like
with
the-
tons
the
of
most-
parts. A
the
little
most
play area almost, right?
I have over there
Look at
is
that.
superpowers. Like,
Yeah.
That's dedication, folks. I got to appreciate it, you know?
I didn't want anybody to walk in. like,
Honestly.
everybody's got Joe's.
Yes.
Everybody's got Turtles. Everybody's
Star
got He-Man.
Wars.
Everybody's got Star Wars.
Mhm.
Like I wanted people to come in and go, ooh,
Yeah.
that's different. Like I didn't want to walk into my basement and see the same stuff that I see in everybody else's house.
That's right.
So I kind of
I think you're.
I gravitate towards the obscure
Yeah.
stuff, and it's also the stuff that I happen to think is the most.
I would
interesting.
get a vintage set myself,
I actually enjoy
like from when I'm
the
from
weird-
childhood, but
Yeah.
I'm not that big on the Lego myself, but I do appreciate it. There's a lot of
and that's why
dedication, a
Star
lot of
Wars
effort that goes into it, you know?
is the amount of people that collect, you know, the inner or the modern vintage collection stuff is pretty vast. But
Yeah.
I don't walk into
A lot of army building going on there.
Just a crap ton of Star Wars Lego. So
No, you don't.
yeah, sorry about that unfinished Hoth down there.
That's okay.
That and my Endor is severely lacking. I haven't worked on my
You got all
cantina in a while, but
you've got all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
yeah. If I want to come home and actually touch toys after
Oh, yeah.
doing it for 8 hours every day.
Well,
What's this right here?
and he was making a good point. I was listening to their conversation a little bit. You probably heard them in the background there. That, you know, a lot of the collections that you see, let me move this chair out of the way so I don't bump anything. A lot of the collections that you see, especially when you do room tours and you look on YouTube, and I'm not picking on anybody, but you do see a lot of the same things over and over and over again. And that's, I guess, kind of what he was trying to avoid in his own collection.
So that's the DLC place.
Some stuff in progress here, looks like. God, so many Legos. It's probably the largest Lego collection I've seen in person, actually.
Yeah, they have little figures that you play with on there. It's basically like a little.
Fun little hobby,
Just kind of do whatever.
you know, building these and
But these are
working with them.
for Dragon Riders.
Okay.
Those and the figures that are up top right there. That was just a random merchandising thing, but these are the figures. They're super cheesy
But again, yeah, this is probably easily the largest private Lego collection I've seen in person.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. That's big. Yeah.
Let's make sure I can show you everything since we've been graciously allowed to come, some Mythic Legion stuff, come and film his private collection. And then the Mos Eisley Cantina. Just give you the whole shot there. And then I'll come down a little bit. It looks like it's a work in progress because it's partially done. See, he's working on it out here. And then the Millennium Falcon. That's impressive. I bet that's a lot of work putting that together.
Oh God.
And the Death Star.
Transformers. I think either early this year or last year. And I'm sitting there like, we watched the whole first and second season. By the time we got to the third season, I couldn't do it. And I'm sitting there like, how on earth did I watch this?
That's how I felt.
And I
with,
do believe that is
G.I.
the
Joe.
entire
Transformers. Oh my God, I can't even-
collection.
Dude, the first season of Ninja Turtles is so bad. It's so bad.
I haven't went back to watch Ninja Turtles because I'm afraid.
You know what was good? Toxic Avengers. That was
Toxic
hilarious.
Toxic Avengers hold up.
That's hilarious.
was
Toxic
good.
Crusaders. Yeah, that
Transformers
And
is
you know what was
insufferable.
What was that? The Toads.
People are gonna.
Oh, Bucky O'Hare?
Bucky
O'Hare is
O'Hare.
funny.
People are gonna kill me
What?
for this.
Okay.
I think the original.
Get the lynch
Motu
mob ready.
Oh, I
original
knew you was
Motu
going to say that.
Is one of the worst cartoons that has ever been made. I can't
Oh,
stand
no.
it.
Oh no.
I think Thundercats is better.
Thundercats
is better.
I think Thundercats is better.
So is Black Star.
So it's Black Star.
I agree with that.
Black
So is
Star
Brave
is
Star.
surprisingly.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Brave Star is
Yeah.
better.
Bl-
And you know what? Okay, so
I'll take, like, they're both annoying, but I'll take Snarf over Orko any day. I cannot stand Orko. I want to punch Orko in the face. He kills me.
Oh no.
but I like the 200X. Now that one,
Ooh, yeah.
that one was up my alley. The 200X Masters of the Universe was way better.
That is the best Motu cartoon to
Yes.
me.
Yeah.
Like, just story-wise.
Yeah.
Story and character development.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Turtles. I think the 2003 Turtles cartoon is the best Turtles cartoon that's ever been made.
I heard the 2010-ish, I guess, Thundercats. was
2011.
really-
2011, that
Mhm.
Thundercats cartoon is amazing.
Everybody that I've talked to said that.
That is, that's probably in my top 5 cartoons ever made.
Okay.
Honestly, it's
Wait,
only like
have
26
you seen
episodes.
Batman the animated series?
Yes, it's amazing.
Okay, so nothing beats that.
It's
Okay.
amazing. It's amazing. It's amazing.
Oh, no.
I mean, it all fits in the same. It's in the same universe. It's in the Timverse. But
Yeah.
my favorite out of the entire Timverse is Justice League. Like that entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
And people split it up. Justice League and Unlimited. It's all the same cartoon to me.
Yeah.
Another one that gets really overlooked is the original 1979 Flash Gordon. The Filmation
Oh yeah.
is brilliant. The
cartoon.
first season, not
Kelly
the
at the store watched that recently.
not the second season. The second season, Filmation
Yeah, when they brought
made
that
it more
elephant or
kiddish.
Whatever
They made it more childish, but the first season it's like watching the original 40s serial, but it's animated.
Yeah.
They
was
even
really good.
rotoscoped the original to get body movement, and it's like,
Cool.
wow, it just looks so good.
It
That's
was
cool.
great. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's an anthology, so the entire series is one show. You could run the whole thing together like a movie.
That's neat.
Yeah, it is.
It's good. I want to get that toy line.
The history behind all of this is cool for me.
Yeah.
It really is.
And I want to thank Chance for allowing us to come and see his private collection. Again, please do find him and his dad at Second Chance. Tell them where they can find that store.
Second Chance Toys is located at 3372 Canton Road in Marietta, Georgia. We would be happy to have you out. Please come and take a look. Nobody's ever obligated to buy anything. You can come in, hang out, have fun, talk to the guys, and just have a blast. Come out and say hey to us. I promise if you ever come into the store, you won't be disappointed. It's just a cool spot. I grew up here, and I've been here for 29 years, and I never had anything like our store to go to. So that was my goal, was to provide some kind of gathering place for nerds and geeks alike. And I think that we did that pretty well. So,
and watch out for them at some of the major shows. Also,
Yeah.
you see their booth sometimes when I do my live tours, because I do point them out, and you can watch for them at the shows as well. But yeah, again, thanks for having us over. Really nice collection, well displayed. We appreciate it.
thank you very much.
And hey guys, let us know what your thoughts are in the comments section down below. Anything stand out for you? Anything that you really liked?
Touching the belt.
Let us know. Let us know what your favorite was. And we'll catch you again sometime soon.